Hey, what's going on, y'all? T Pharrell here. In this video, I want to go over 4 big updates I thought were important for shareholders and investor of the OTC market ticker INND, Interscope Hearing Technologies. They were just released recently and they are currently on the company's Twitter page, and so we'll go over there and take a look at them and see what that's about. But before we do, we will take a look at the one-day forecast, and we see that INND was up at 2.79%. So they're currently trading at 0.022 cents per share. Let's head over to the Twitter page and check out the new details. And here we are on the company's Twitter page. And so we'll scroll down to the bottom to see what new updates they may have. And our first update is that we see right off the bat, they have now gained 10,000 followers on their Twitter feed. And if we scroll up to the top, we see that they're at 10,500 followers. When I did the due diligence video about a month ago over INND, they were out about 8,000. So it's nice to see that they're getting increase in followers, and it shows that investors are generally interested in this company and want to know more about it. The second update is that they have now released new professional photos for their products, and so they state that these photos will be part of our latest product launch with multiple online brick and mortar retailers, including 2 Fortune 250 retailers launching our products in the next few weeks. So if we take a look at their photos here, we can see on this first one, it looks like they have everything laid out so the customers know what they're getting in the box. Second photo, we see the supplements again, except this time we can at least see what the supplements look like. And then third, we can look on here and see exactly what the hearing device is going to be and how it will fit into the ear. So this is nice, and for those who are kind of concerned that this might be like a bigger kind of a hearing device, just remember that INND is trying to tap into an untapped market of cheaper hearing aids. And so kind of like when you go to Walmart and you buy the Great Value brand, even though it may not look the same as a name brand, it may taste just as good, if not better. So same concept I would say would apply to these hearing aids. Even though they may not look like the most smallest and technologically advanced hearing aids you've ever seen, they at least do work and they get the job done, and hopefully customers will be satisfied with them. So remember, that's really the niche market, is trying to lock down that cheaper window for customers. And then our third news, so we've kind of talked about this one already, but we'll kind of look at it again. And so they're talking about their self-administered hearing test, and believe it or not, there is an article here on NASDAQ.com discussing about Interscope's hearing aids, and they're launching a free self-administered hearing test and self-fitting hearing aid app for Apple and Android devices, which we saw in our previous video. And here already they're up at now 440 reviews at the time of this article on the 16th of March. 440 reviews, and has a 5-star rating from both Apple and Android device users in just 9 days. So again, I would say that, are these reviews legit? They probably are. I think they're likely shareholders, maybe interested investors who want to see the company grow and continue to move forward. So it would make sense for them to go on there, take the 5-minute self-hearing test, or maybe have a loved one take a 5-minute hearing test, and then they can legitimately rate that as high as they want to. And so I don't see that as being a problem in terms of it not being legit, because ideally if the hearing app works, it works. So if you think it's worth 5 stars, you give it 5 stars. Another thing to consider is that whenever customers are getting a product that is related to the app, and you've probably done this yourself, they will typically look at the app that comes with it before they buy the product, because a lot of apps on the App Store for either Google or Apple may have terrible reviews, and so that may make it more difficult for them to want to buy the product. But if they're looking for the product, whether in a brick and mortar store or looking at it online, if they're a smart shopper, they will look into the app itself and they're going to see the 5-star rating, and that would make them more likely to want to purchase the hearing aids, seeing that the app has a 5-star review. It's also nice to see that, again, you can take the test within 5 minutes, and so that is great instant results, and all you need are headphones or earbuds in order to do the test. All right, and now looking at the final update, which I think is one of the bigger ones of the 4, and that is that IND has just hired a senior accountant. She started today and has worked as a senior accountant before, and so this was posted on the 18th of March. She has worked for VSP Vision Care, which if we see here, they have about 29,000 followers. Sacramento Kings, which I'm familiar with, they have here 1.1 million followers. Sutter Health, 171 followers, and then as well as Intel, 4.8 million followers. And so it didn't say she just had any random job. It said she started today and has worked as a senior accountant at these positions. So Sacramento Kings, the Vision Care, Intel, she's worked there as a senior accountant before, so she's got a lot of experience. I really think INND made a smart move getting someone from one of these big companies into their company and then advertising this. Granted, I don't see a name on here, but it is nice to see that they are announcing that they had a senior accountant from one of these big companies that are now trying to help them out. It goes on to say she will get INND current quicker and stay current. INND is entirely focused on getting current within the next few weeks. So as we know, Matthew Moore has put this out a lot. He has big goals to meet at the end of this month. One of those goals that we've all heard a lot about was, for one, making sure that we know who these Fortune 250 companies are, because that's been said from the beginning. We've been waiting on it. And then the second one, which is probably just as big, if not bigger, getting INND current. Again, if INND has that red stop sign, that is preventing a lot of future investors from investing into them, because they may stick with Robinhood or they may stick with another trading app. That's where they feel comfortable keeping their money at. If they can't trade with INND because of that stop sign, that is potential investors who are missing out from getting their hands on shares of INND. So to me, this is the biggest step that needs to be taken, is again, getting them current and them staying current. I do think once they're current and the stop sign's removed, they will have a lot more investors than what they have now. So again, I didn't want to make the video long, just want to show you those 4 quick updates. They do also report that they're going to have a new video coming out within next week, so we'll look forward to that and see what they have to say. But I want to see what your all's thoughts are about these updates. What do you think? Leave a comment in the section below. Please like and share as well, and I'll see you next time.